our 6 steps is drawing a profile is creating red lines. Firstly, create a new layer, red elevation lines, and change layer, red elevation lines, and determine your midpoint of the vertical curve center. And you have two rules about creating vertical curves. Firstly, your vertical curve must be midpoint of the horizontal curve. Must be on the midpoint of horizontal curve. It's the midpoint of horizontal curve, my first horizontal curve here. And another option, second vertical curve midpoint. Yes. Another option is distance from the one horizontal curve minimum 60 meters here, and 60 meters beginning of the another horizontal curve and end point of the another horizontal curve. So your vertical curve center must be here, another option must be here, another option must be this area. Look at. Firstly, you can 1 meter upside or 1 meter downside of the black elevation. You can draw your red lines for adjust filling and cutting area. Look at that. My first red lines, first attempt here. But look at that. It's a too little cutting but too much filling, and I have to adjust that. Here is, yes, here is a one vertical curve and filling, cutting, filling, cutting, filling. This cutting area, total cutting area must be equal total filling area according to our eyesight. If you want to create more visible vertical curve, your vertical curve grades must be more grade differences. What is that? This vertical curve red lines almost same grade, grade. Look at that. G1, G2 almost same grade, but if we increase grade differences, you can see easily to your vertical curves and it looks better. And determine your vertical curve center. Here is maybe, and here is maybe. Yes, it looks better. And determine your G1 and of course delete your unnecessary lines and determine your G1 and G2. Look at that. Put F8 button. It's a perpendicular and perpendicular. Yes. Look at that. It's my G2 triangle and it's a 1.08 meters and 79.72 meters. Look at that. 1.08 and 79.72. 79.72 meters. Of course, meters, and it's G2. And what is the G2? Divided by, must be equal with calculator, divided by 79.72. Yes, it's equal, of course, minus. Yes. And what about the G1? Yes, look at the G1. There is some little issue. Again, it's not important. Too little issue. And look at that. 21.08 meters and 452.36. Yes, 21.08 and 452.36. 452.36 meters, of course, and the G1 must be equal with calculator, divided by, of course, plus. Yes, it's G1, it's the G2, and determine your absolute big G equal to G minus G2 minus G1 equal 0.0 minus equal yes, it's G, of course, absolute G. Yes, and I found my big G, and I determined my G, and uh, I determined our POI point, so my POI point, and now I have to determine my vertical curve length L according to these formulas. Look at that. Our curve is crest vertical curve, of course, and our highway is undivided. We have to calculate according to passing side distance to S. How we calculate it? And file, save as, Yes, and while new. Yes, look at that. Our formula is that, and according to passing side distance formula is here, and uh, dA equal velocity, and the project speed and kilometer per hour, and second car. Yes, what is the dA? dA equal times, and dB equal times 50. Look at this value, and I calculated calculator plus times 90 is 35 meters, and 8 plus 0.3 times 50 equal meters, and I have to calculate passing time firstly. Our side distance is passing side distance. Of course, I want to calculate S. What is the S? This is steps or calculation of S. Look at that. Passing time is equal dA plus dB on meters. It's a meters, and look at dP is equal dA plus 23 divided by v velocity A. Of course, it must be meter divided by second, and 90 divided by 3.6 minus 50 divided by 3.6 equal plus 23 divided by 90 divided by 3.6 minus 50 divided by 3.6. Yes, it's equal 5.22 seconds. And we calculated passing time, and what is the passing distance? It's equal S equal passing time times velocity A. S equal 5.22 times 90 divided by 3.6 equal, of course it must be in meters. Yes, 5.22 times 90 divided by 3.6 equal meters. Yes, we calculated S, and for crest curve, first assumption is S less than L. We want to calculate vertical curve length, it's equal to L, and first assumption S less than L, so L is equal G. What is the our G? I save them. G is 0.0601. Yes, formulas is here, and 0.0601 times S square divided by 10. Yes, what is the value? L is, with calculator, times square divided by 10. Yes, L is it looks wrong. Yes, second assumption. Yes, it must be correct. And what is the formula? Yes, L equal 2 times S times 130.5 minus 10 divided by 0.0601. Yes, 2 times 100 minus 10 divided by. Yes, L is equal and less than S equal 130.5. Yes, it's correct. My L value is here. And save the image. Yes, I calculated my L value, and what I choose my L value. L is 100 meters. Choose it. Yes, my L value is 100. And second condition, in Providence roads, our project in my roads is a Providence road. Minimum L value is 80 meters, and yes, okay, 100 bigger than 80, of course. Yes, our L value is 100. And look at the file. New. Yes, look at the project here. And our L is 100. L divided by 2 equal to 50. And look at, I will go 50 units. It's equal to 50 meters. And extend. Yes, this point is VPT, of course, must be. And line 50. Don't forget extend. If you don't extend, your lines your line goes to wrong distance. Yes, it's our VPT and POI and VPT. Look at, delete all unnecessary lines. Yes, and our curve, vertical curve, start from here and from here. Yes, determining VPT and VPC is completed. Okay, and multi-line text VPT. Yes, copy F8 VPT, of course. Move it. Yes. VPC and copy POI. Yes. And of course, if your vertical curves is a sec curve, your S distance must be headlight distance is 1 meter, 100 meters, and no regard to S calculations. And if your vertical curve crests vertical curve, you have to calculate according to passing side distance. If your vertical curve a crest curve, assume your first velocity is first car velocity 90 km per hour, and second car velocity is 50 km per hour, and your dA or your D formula is equal 8 plus 0.30 times velocity. Don't forget it. If your vertical curve is a crest vertical curve, you must calculate according to passing side distance, and your formula, dA formula or dB formula, is 8 plus 0.3 times velocity, and your first car velocity is 90 km per hour, second car is a 50 km per hour, and uh, you must calculate according to this value your passing side distance S. And after calculation, after calculation of S, choose right L value. My L value is 948. For easily calculations, I choose 100 meters for vertical curve length. And after vertical curve length calculations, determine your vertical curve beginning and end point. I defined that. How we defined that? Perpendicular line 50 units. Of course, it equals 50 meters in horizontal way, and right side 50, left side 50, and create a single little line, and extend your lines to G2 to G1. Extend your lines G1 and G2. After that, uh, after that, determine determine your VPC elevation. What is the VPC elevation? Look at that and create a line. Put the F8 button, and yes, and we know this this ground elevation is a 867 meters, and what is the distance from VPC is equal 20.75 meters. And look at my reference line. What is the VPC elevation? Equal 867 plus so easy. Yes, 20.75. Of course, if you want to more precisional calculations, calculate with all digits after that. Yes, I will do just like that. Again, forgot it. 5 5 0, 25. 5, 5, 0, 25. Yes. It's equal with calculator 8 plus point. Yes, so VPC elevation and VPC elevation. Look at the POI elevation. POI elevation, midpoint of our vertical curve. Look at, yes, we know this point's elevation. Of course, we know this point's elevation. What is the elevation? Yes, 890. Cool. 890.08. Sorry. Yes, this is ground elevation, of course. This point's elevation. Black elevation, yes, it is. And determine VPT elevation. How we determine that? With one basic line. And look at that. Yes. 22.400. 22.400. Yes. 56. 6 plus ground elevation, reference elevation equal VPT elevation is equal, yes, plus meters. Yes, we know all required elevations according to our vertical curve, and we can calculate easily R. What is the R? G1 times X. What is the Y? Is G divided by 2L times X squared. And now I will prepare a one Excel sheet and calculate all distance, first distance, second distance, third distance, fourth distance, fifth distance. According to, I will calculate all elevations on the vertical curve according to all new X value from here.